Data analysis is one of the most important aspects of teaching, learning, and assessment. It's a reflective process that allows managers and teachers to look at how they're doing things and what processes they're following, and be able to examine how they can adapt these to improve the outcomes. Now let's have a look at what is the purpose of data analysis. Well, there are a number of purposes. The first is to ensure that a quality assessment process takes place. Then to ensure that assessment reflects the appropriate standards, and to ensure that marks and grades are appropriate and consistent. To ensure that there's an ongoing review and reflection on the teaching, learning, and assessment processes. And this is often lacking in schools, the whole review and reflection of how people are doing things. It's essential to provide feedback to teachers on how to improve their practices, and then most importantly to also provide feedback to the management on how to improve the quality of the teaching, learning, and assessment policies and processes in the school. And all of these things are so important and often lack in schools. Now, how can data analysis benefit schools and education processes? Well, the first is that schools can uncover hidden trends and develop innovative ideas to improve performance and practices. Management and teachers are able to get an overall view of results and not just specific results. So maybe not just from a class, but maybe from an entire grade or from the school. Interesting connections and relationships can be spotted in the results that are not focused on individual teachers. So it often takes away that anxiety or that face-to-face confrontational way of looking at results. It gives you an overall perspective and helps teachers to be able to improve. And then, of course, predictions can be made which can inform the school and classroom planning on how to improve and changes to be made. So in particular, your school improvement plan, you need something to inform that. And if you're not reviewing your data and analyzing your data properly, you've got very little grounds to now make predictions and set targets for your school. Now, data analysis is something that's done very poorly in schools. And the question to ask is why? Why is it so poorly done, and why is it so difficult for schools to actually do data analysis? Well, the first is that most teachers and managers do not receive training in the process of data analysis, and therefore they lack the skills and knowledge to actually carry out an effective data analysis process. The other thing is data analysis is often carried out at the busiest times of the year. So for example, at the end of the term, you're tired, you've done your assessments, and actually all teachers want to do is they want to go on holiday. So it's not always the best time to carry out data analysis. Data is often not available in the correct format. So sometimes we're just looking at class lists with marks. There's very little conclusions and decisions that you can draw from just a class list. So we're going to look in this course on how do you actually put data in the correct format or an effective format to be able to analyze. Teachers and managers are often not able to interpret the data with a view of improvement. Often, when you're interpreting data, you're looking back at what has happened, not with the view of looking forward and what can we change. There is a lack of knowledge on the importance and value of data analysis. Teachers and schools don't always see the value in this. And then probably most importantly, there's often a lack of desire to improve standards by changing the way we teach, learn, and assess. So we need that desire from teachers and from schools to want to change and to want to improve. And all of these 6 aspects contribute to the fact that data analysis is done poorly in schools. And even if it's done, it's often done very ineffectively.